Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Victoria Norgard from the News 2 Alert Center with your New Year's Eve Morning Pulse. As the new year rolls around, many have healthy lifestyle choices on their resolutions. Some of those habits, like working out and eating healthy, don't always stick. Trudy Merritt with the West Central District Health Department has some tips on how to maintain those healthy habits all year round.
An accountability partner. Do it with somebody else. If I aspire to wake up at 6 a.m. and go for a run, if it's just me and I'm new to it, I might not go. But if I know you're waiting for me at Cody Park, I'm going to get up and go because you're waiting for me.
Merritt also mentioned that lowering intake of processed foods and establishing a healthy sleep schedule helps to minimize complications as you get older. And it's game day for the Nebraska football team. The Big Red are 14 points underdogs in today's Las Vegas Bowl against Utah. Even though the Huskers are underdogs, they are not at all treating today's bowl game matchup that way.
We could say who's an underdog or who's not, but I don't think that really has any bearing on how we feel. I'm confident in my team.
We enter this game knowing that probably a lot of people don't give us much of a chance. We're not going to take the field, walking on the field like underdogs. We might stroll out there with the belief in ourselves.
Kickoff is scheduled for 2:30 Central today on ESPN. And Governor Pillen touted income tax decreases set to take effect January 1st, something he called historic. All that praise much to the ire of one state senator who called his tax cuts fiscally irresponsible and reckless. The state income tax rate has dropped a little each year since 2023, ending in 2027 at 3.99%. Lincoln Senator Danielle Conrad saying the governor is celebrating the fact his administration, quote, squandered a historic budget surplus on cuts for the most wealthy.
I want to make sure that Nebraskans know exactly who this governor is and exactly who he's fighting for. And it's not everyday working Nebraskans who are finding it harder to make ends meet.
For his part, Governor Pillen saying it's all part of the work to, quote, make sure Nebraskans keep more of what they earn. Though Conrad says the tax cuts don't benefit working-class Nebraskans much at all, according to analysis. In an unrelated press conference Tuesday, Pillen said his administration is focused on running government like a business.
We're not competitive with property tax, and we got to continue to work with that. We have spent too much money as a state. We're working to just get back competitive, and so that's the facts. That's where we're at.
The legislature is set to reconvene for a short 60-day second session starting next Wednesday. Conrad saying the budget will no doubt be the hot topic, adding she'll be working to formulate a plan to address the budget, including potentially peeling back some of these cuts. In other statewide news, a Nebraska Board of Regents has officially announced she is resigning after being arrested for allegedly getting behind the wheel while impaired and hitting a car head-on. This comes just days before the start of the 2026 legislative session, where one senator said she would file for O'Connor to be impeached. Regent Elizabeth O'Connor is facing a DUI charge after police say she hit a car head-on that had 4 people in it, 3 of whom were children. According to court documents, O'Connor had a blood alcohol content 4 times the legal limit at the time of the crash. In a statement today, O'Connor said, I am choosing to resign now because I want to do the right thing for our great university. The University of Nebraska is facing many important opportunities and challenges, and District 4 must have a representative that can serve effectively on the board. Now the governor will fit that role according to state law, and then voters in Central and Western Douglas County will decide who gets that seat. Today isn't just the last day of 2025, it's also Warren Buffett's last day as the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. The 95-year-old Oracle of Omaha has served as the CEO for 60 years. He announced his retirement earlier this spring. The famed investor has spent much of his life among the top 10 richest people in the world. Buffett will remain on board as chairman. Greg Abel, who is the vice chairman of non-insurance operations of Berkshire, will take over the reins as CEO. Now here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Again, a pretty good warm week for the start of the new year. 60 degrees today. We'll see if we get there, but it's already looking to be like it's going to reach those temperatures. So I hope you all have a safe, happy, and warm new year.